Hi everybody. Here are some considerations on what I have learned so far. Bearing in mind that practice leads to excellence, I'm still practicing and trying to improve my public speaking skills. It hasn't been easy at all. Speaking is our most important tool, and only by speaking we will turn into a better and better speaker. But there are so many barriers to overtake. For instance, time, how to manage time. Try to get my message to fit within a finite amount of time. It's quite challenging. Of course, in these short presentation videos, that is not the major point, but in a classroom, we have to fit into 90, 45 or 60 minutes, it depends on the lesson. We have to fit the planning of a whole lesson, which includes the warm-up, the topic presentation, the reaction to the topic, the practice, the production, and the conclusions. And that might be quite a tough question. The second problem has been how to deal with the camera, and this one has been my hardest problem. For me, it's even harder than having to speak to a group of people. We must look at the camera as if it is a human being, and that's hard. Our audience will be as demanding as a presential one, and the number of people listening to us will increase exponentially. So rehearsing is fundamental. We must know perfectly well our presentation from top to bottom, and it must sound natural, not robotic. That's the power of rehearsing. It goes from sounding memorized to sounding natural. The third point is how to present our message, how to make a point. And this was the topic for this week. As I said in the short response video, there are a few tips that might help making a presentation memorable. For example, avoid cliches. We have to make a difference, and our communication must be remarkable. So we shouldn't go for the first idea we have. We should think and rethink and then come to something really unique that everybody will remember. Also, we should move our body in really big gestures. We should use body language because it helps create meaning and express our message. Calming us down, we should take a deep breath and then release it slowly to calm our nerves down. That's also important to do some breathing exercises. According to Nancy Duarte's speech, she says something very, very important. The power to change the world with a good presentation, and that's amazing. So besides knowing our audience very well and be aware of what they want, what they expect, who they are, why they are there, we should not center the presentation in ourselves because the audience is the central figure, like the hero of our story. Our role is just to be the mentor. And so, incorporating a story in a presentation is also something very positive. With a story, we have a physical reaction from the audience, and we will persuade them towards our idea. Several times we also use stories in our lessons, personal stories, the students' stories, to give examples and to get to the point and to illustrate something we are teaching, and that's very positive and effective too. Nancy also says something about the shape of a good presentation, and she says that there is like a likable hero that encounters a roadblock and it will emerge transformed. And this is also how a lesson should be effective, how we should teach our students in order to make them learn and understand our message. Students are the heroes of our stories. They are the important figure. We show them what we want them to understand. They process the information, they watch, they manipulate, they practice, and then meaning will emerge transformed. We give them the model of how they should react to what we are teaching, and then practice will do the rest. And practice leads to perfection, so we hope. Thank you.